special about me makes me different from all the rest. I'm special, I'm me, and I'm the best. I am. If I can just, I'm better than why.
This is Render Life with Neil Render Talk Show, and on this day, I'm truly elated. I'm highly excited for such depth and wisdom shared for this prophetic flow segment on Render Life. And we have Apostle Lancer Delashment, pastor of Heritage, and I'll just pass the platform so you can go ahead and let them know, pastor of the church, and all the great things you're doing before we go further.
Okay, the name of the church that we are very fortunate to be able to pastor is Heritage of Life Covenant Church, and that is located at 16779 Trappett Avenue in Hazel, Crest, Illinois. And we are just so blessed to be learning the things that we're learning here. We were talking about, some very profound thinking regarding, the Bible, and we were actually talking about Easter, and we were talking about some revelation behind that, and we were saying to the audience that Jesus never celebrated Easter.
Never.
And what the celebration was that he was celebrating was Passover. And so we begin to get into some of the elements of Passover and how that applies to us as believers when it comes down to deliverance. And so my question today was, are you really ready to be delivered? Because there are some things that you would have to break with if you really want to be delivered. And so we were very fortunate today to share some of those things with our visitors and our regular members. And what else can I say?
Well, one thing that definitely, and I appreciate you sharing that intro, where Apostle Delashment as a strong, and I respect you as a strong prophetic voice, where is the church headed locally, Chicago City, nationally, and internationally?
Okay, I think one of the things that the church is really dealing with right now is that there has been so many traditions that the church is doing and keeping, but the meanings of those traditions have been lost through time. And so right now there is actually a re-education of the church.
And we're back. So definitely there's a re-education that's going on in this season, this time of life. Can you further expound on that, Apostle Delashment?
Okay. A lot of church leaders are not relevant anymore because the culture has so changed from what they're used to. Their traditions are, expressing or demonstrating, that they're no longer relevant to this culture. That's why a lot of young people do not attend the church. A lot of young people say they love Jesus, but they don't go to church because of the messages that are no longer relevant to the changes that are happening around them. This is why leaders must be re-educated to engage the culture. The church has stopped engaging the culture. And for us to be a prophetic voice in this time, we have to not only just be familiar with the word and with the things of God, we have to have a clue as to what changes are occurring in the culture around us. Now, you can, paint a broad paintbrush over it and say, well, it's just the devil, it's just demonic. But the thing about it is that you've got to be able to articulate, and you've got to be able to explain to a youth or a generation of people that are wise, smart, inundated with knowledge, They have the internet. They have all of those tools that they can just Google answers to questions. You have to be able to tie that culture into biblical principles that some of your traditions are espousing to, or saying that this is what we need to do. You've got to be able to be a person that connects with the people of this culture and turn their hearts back to the Father. For you to be able to do that, you've got to have an idea of what is happening in the culture around you. And you've got to be able to prophetically, if I can use that word, connect the dots for this generation. You've got to tie the word and some of your traditions that you're used to, and connect those dots to the culture. That way you will be a prophetic voice that this culture will be open to hearing from.
Great. Thank you for perfectly articulating that. And I know the viewers out there definitely appreciates hearing this uncommon, unorthodox message, but very needed message, not just for a good, a nice teaching, and then we just throw it away and back to the usual run-of-the-mill, mundane circus life. But this is going to bring such deliverance and healing on this day, and I know it has for me. Surely, more to come. Render Life with Neil Render Talk Show. We have Apostle Lancer Delashment. Thank you.
Amen.
Better.
Come on, just remind the Lord today, I will gaze upon you, Lord. 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 I will gaze upon you, Lord.
That's it.
Come on, can we just take about 30 more seconds, just lift your hands and just tell the Lord.